Hi, welcome to me supposedly doing a post for 365 days. I actually ended up getting really sick and couldn't do a post. I couldn't even work, just with the flu and stuff like that. So I've had some time off to recover. But I'm back and I'm going to do 2 posts a day so that you guys can, so that I can catch up. Currently 14 days behind, so I feel really guilty about that. And so it's going to take a while to catch up doing 2 posts a day. But I thought instead of exhausting myself and trying to catch up all at once, I would do it this way. So welcome to day 147. Now this was meant to be the 27th of May, but we're on the 9th of June. But we will get there soon, right? So let's have a look. As you all know, I get my inspiration for the Bible verses from this box. Inside of this box I have 365 envelopes. Inside each envelope is a Bible verse and a saying. Now, I was given this box 5 years ago when I moved from Cairns down to where I'm currently living, and as you can see, I did open all those envelopes, but I thought it would be great if I could open them with all you guys this year. That goal was 1 every day for 365 days, but as I just mentioned, I got quite sick and that didn't happen. So May 27th, let's have a look at what we have in store for us today. Oh man. So this is our saying. Get my light out. Quit thinking about where you were and start thanking God about where you are and where you're headed. There's something better for you. So let's try that again. Quit thinking about where you were and start thanking God about where you are and where you're headed. There's something better for you. That's so cool. And our verse for today is this one. So Isaiah 29:19. So let's have a look at what that looks like in the Bible. Where do we find Isaiah? Is that New Testament or Old Testament? Old Testament, page 918. 950. There we go. Isaiah 29. I think I say this quite often, right? It's like the Old Testament is so much bigger than the New Testament. 29. Isaiah 20. There we go. Isaiah 29, verse 19. Verse 22, verse 21, verse no, got it wrong. I skipped down too far. There we go. Verse 19. Okay, so Isaiah 29, verse 19, it says, "The humble also shall increase their joy in the Lord, and the poor among men shall rejoice in the Holy One of Israel." Okay, so let me read from verse 17 and see what we're up to. "Is it not yet a very little while till Lebanon shall be turned into a fruitful field, and the fruitful field be esteemed as a forest? In that day the deaf shall hear the words of the book, and the eyes of the blind shall see out of obscurity and out of darkness. The humble also shall increase their joy in the Lord, and the poor among men shall rejoice in the Holy One of Israel. For the terrible one is brought to nothing, the scornful one is consumed, and all who watch for iniquity are cut off, who make a man an offender by a word, and lay a snare for him who revokes the gate, and turn him aside the just by empty words. Therefore, thus says the Lord, who redeemed Abraham concerning the house of Jacob: Jacob shall not now be ashamed, nor shall his face now grow pale. But when he sees his children, the work of my hands in his midst, they will hallow my name, and hallow the Holy One of Jacob, and the fear of God of Israel. These also were erred in spirit will come to understanding, and those who complained will learn doctrine. So our verse, Isaiah 29:19, says, the humble also shall increase their joy in the Lord, and the poor among men shall rejoice in the Holy One of Israel. So this is basically teaching us that even those who are poor, oppressed, or struggling will rejoice again because of the goodness and the salvation of the Lord. That's pretty cool. Now, I totally think that if we turn to God and have a true relationship with Him, then no matter what our wealth is, no matter what our health is, no matter what our mindset is, we will be loved and supported by God and have a freedom to have an amazing life. And you don't have to have money or possessions to have an amazing life. You just have to have an amazing relationship with God. So let's rehash our day for today. This is our saying: quit thinking about where you were and start thanking God about where you are and where you're headed. There's something better for you. And our verse for today is Isaiah 29:19, which says, the humble also shall increase their joy in the Lord, and the poor among men shall rejoice in the Holy One of Israel. I hope you've all had an amazing day. I will be back here in a minute to record day 148 on my way to catching up to the days that I need to be at. God bless.